Hello Stampers. Today we're doing a very simple sponging technique. I had done this technique a few months ago with my group of stampers and someone requested a refresher on it. So this is what we're doing. This little rainbow strip here looks kind of like a sunset. These are more fallish colors, so I wanted to do one that's more like a sunset, and I'm going to be using them, unfortunately, as a sympathy card. So I need a couple of those, and so it's not difficult. What you need is the larger size sticky notes, and I'm just going to line that right up with the edge of the cardstock there so that I know that it's straight. And then I have a little cut piece here to make up the difference. That looks pretty good. All right, another one. And then I want my rainbow strip to be, is that straight enough? Looks a little dubious. Nope. So I can look through my, the shadow of the light there. See that it's not straight enough for me. Or I can line it up with the adhesive on the back if I had my glasses on correctly. Let's see. Much better. Okay. And so now we'll do the other side. It's just a little overlap there. This will be easier because it's a longer piece that you're lining up together. So we already know that that's straight. And put that on there with it. Sticky side, yes. Okay, that's the hardest part. Done. So our colors are Garden Green, Crushed Curry, Gorgeous Grape, and Night of Navy. We're going to start with the Crushed Curry because that's your lightest color. You always want to start with your lightest color because if I start with a darker color and then stamped over it with the yellow, it might pick up some of the ink and then I'd transfer that to my pad, and we don't want to do that. So we always start with the lightest color. And I do have sponges, a separate sponge for all my different colors. And so here's your tip of the day. Get yourself a fishing tackle box. And I have mine all divided up. I made labels for all the colors in there. So that holds all your sponges, if you are as picky as me. All right. Tip of the day. Now, press that down there, help hold it in place. Now we can go back and start building on with the darker colors. And this video is going to be a little bit on the shaky side because I have to pound on the table a bit here. So we're just going with it here to make sure you add overlap of the color because you don't want just distinct stripes on there because that's not the look we're going for. We want it to look gradual. Okay, we did our yellow already, so now we're ready for some Gorgeous Grape. So a little bit of yellow. Now you can also add a little bit of pink in here. Pink sky at night, sailor's delight. Pink sky in the morning, sailors take warning. That's what my mama told me. All right, who knows how accurate that is? Nobody knows. All right, but I'm using these for sympathy cards, and I thought the pink made it look a little bit too cheery. So I took the pink out. I'll show you one of the ones that I made that has the pink in it. Night of Navy here. I want to make sure that gets nice and dark up there. There we go. Again, make sure you're overlapping those colors so it blends nicely into the next one. All right, that looks okay. And now peel that off. could probably, if you're very careful, use blue painter's tape to get the same thing instead of using a Post-it note. But then you have to be very, very straight. I use the Post-it note so I can line it up with the edges. So, all right, so there's that rainbow. And we are using Rooted in Nature, one of my favorite stamp sets. Again, mine's an older one. I got it when it first came out, when it was available on a wood block. So the wood blocks are not available anymore, which is actually a good thing. I wish I had it as a cling stamp, which is what is available now, because it's one of those puzzle sets. The blocks will only fit back in here one way. And if you don't get that right, then you're going to spend forever trying to figure out where it should go. But with the cling stamps, you just stick it in there and it's all good. All right. And we are using Early Espresso, which is a very dark brown. So ink that guy up, and I'm just lining up the edge of the block with the edge of the paper here, because I want the tree to hang off the edge a little bit. Just give it a little look. Going a little higher than center. Stamp that on there. All right. We'll set that aside. Then I have, this is some retired curry, but it'll match on there quite nicely. And, that's what I'm going to do. All right, we're going to fake them out. Just wrap that around the edges, and I'll cut a little extra piece, tie that in a knot, don't pull it quite all the way, and string that through there, and now you can pull it tight. Now you can adjust that knot to put it wherever you want. You can go here, you can go there. I want it there. So, trim the edges a bit. This way. Go the same way. All right, and I'll get the greeting on there later. So I'm going to be using another retired set for that. Okay, let's get this. I like to put ribbon on the wax paper there, because then all that stickiness stays on your ribbon, doesn't get on your placemat. Because that's no fun when your project sticks to your placemat. All right, stick that down, wrap her around the back. Oh, you know what we like to do? Put a little extra on there, just in case. Help hold that guy down so he behaves. All right. And I'm not going to finish putting this together because I don't have the sentiment sitting here. But I will show you this one. Here's the original that we did. So there's your little bit sunset different one. And then there's this one that includes the pink on there. So that can look like a sunrise or a sunset. It's a nice color combination. This is Melon Mambo, if you want to add that in there. So that is the technique. It's very easy. So if you make some cards using this technique, send them my way. Have fun.